Hello, greetings, it's Dr. Rowe here. One of the questions that's come into us, and it's not an unusual question actually, we've had this in different forms more recently, maybe it's because Valentine's Day is approaching, is I'm a single person and for some reason I feel more alone on Valentine's Day than any other day of the year. What could you suggest? I think the first thing to say to you is you're never alone. In fact, there's a big difference between alone and being lonely. Think about the people around you. You'll have friends, family members, maybe intimate friends, close friends as well. There'll always be someone around you that you can turn to if you need to and talk to them and share a little bit about your experience of life, how you're feeling and your emotions. So I don't think it's necessarily about being alone. I think it's more about something called the hierarchy of needs. Actually, Maslow talked about this many, many years ago. The hierarchy of needs that we have as human beings, one of which is the sense of belonging, the need to belong to something, a group of people, or a sense of connection, or possibly a sense of love. And that could be within a group of people, or it could be on an intimate level. And of course, Valentine's Day tends to magnify that because of what we read, the perception of Valentine's Day, what we see in the newspapers, the TV, etc., the magazines. And I'd say rejoice in your singleness right now, rather than make it something to feel negative about, which some people do feel, obviously this feeling of feeling alone, and turn it into an opportunity to grow. Look at yourself and ask yourself the question, do I want to be with somebody? If you do, great. And then give it a chance for you to grow into that space. I say to people, think of yourself as a human tuning fork. If you take two tuning forks and they're just slightly out of pitch with each other, if you hit one, the other one won't resonate. The other one would be the person you want to attract into your life. If you have two identical tuning forks and the one in my right hand here is you and you hit it and it gives off a note, the other one in my left hand will start to resonate, will start to vibrate, and the two will be attracted to each other. That resonance is you taking a chance to look at yourself and decide who you want to be in the world, how you want to show up. So take this opportunity, especially as we're leading up to Valentine's Day, to take an evening to think about who you are, what your beliefs are, how you want to show up in the world, your values, the level of integrity that you have as a person, how you want to experience the world, and the type of person you want to attract into your life. And if you do that and you create that resonance, you'll attract the right person to you. So I actually believe the most important thing is to decide who you want to be in a relationship in the world. And by doing that, what will happen is you will start to send a signal out, will attract the right person to you. And the other thing I would say is this: grow, learn, study, read books, study yourself, study human nature, and be aware of the type of people that make you feel alive when you're with them and the people that don't. And don't be forced into a relationship or feel obligated to go into a relationship until you feel right yourself. And if you see couples around, especially on Valentine's Day, be happy for them because they've found somebody, they're attracted to each other, and that'll be you at some point in the future.